Picture this scene with me. Over 600 years ago, in the rugged mountains of central Greece, Byzantine monks faced an impossible challenge. How could they build monasteries on towering rock pillars that seemed to touch the heavens themselves? But what these medieval engineers achieved was nothing short of miraculous. Welcome to Meteora, a name that literally means suspended in the air in ancient Greek. These aren't just monasteries. They're engineering marvels that have defied gravity for centuries. These sandstone pillars average around 980 feet high, with some reaching up to 1,800 feet into the sky. But here's what will blow your mind. These monks didn't have cranes or modern construction equipment. They hauled every stone, every wooden beam, every precious religious artifact up these sheer cliff faces, using nothing but ropes, pulleys, and unwavering faith. Recent archaeological analysis has revealed the sophisticated engineering techniques they developed, methods so advanced that UNESCO declared Meteora a World Heritage Site, recognizing it as one of humanity's greatest architectural achievements.
How did ancient Chinese architects manage to build temples that literally pierce through the clouds? What we discovered in the remote Wuling Mountains will amaze you. Journey with me to Mount Fanjing in China, where Buddhist monks over 1,000 years ago chose the most challenging peak imaginable for their sacred temples. At 7,996 feet above sea level, you literally have to travel through the clouds to reach these divine sanctuaries. The most incredible sight is the Golden Summit Red Cloud, where two temples stand on separate peaks, connected by a narrow bridge that seems to float in the sky. But here's the mystery that baffled archaeologists. How did medieval Chinese engineers transport massive stone blocks and intricate wooden structures to such impossible heights? Recent excavations have revealed an ancient pulley system and carved pathways that showcase engineering brilliance that rivals modern construction techniques.
What would possess ancient engineers to suspend an entire monastery on a cliff face using only wooden beams? The answer lies in one of China's most shocking architectural mysteries. Imagine approaching the Hanging Temple in Datong, northern China, 1,500 years ago. You're witnessing something that should be impossible. A complete monastery clinging to a vertical cliff, held in place only by wooden crossbeams inserted into holes carved directly into the rock face. This temple has survived earthquakes, floods, and 15 centuries of weather, all while hanging precariously over a deadly drop. But here's what recent structural analysis revealed. The wooden support system actually becomes stronger over time as the wood compresses and the joints tighten. The ancient engineers understood principles of physics that we're only now beginning to fully appreciate. What makes this even more remarkable is that this isn't just a building. It's a functioning spiritual center that represents three different religions: Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism, all coexisting in perfect harmony on this impossible perch.
But sometimes, fellow explorers, modern technology helps us solve ancient mysteries in the most unexpected ways. Let me tell you about an incredible rescue that shows how drones are revolutionizing mountain archaeology.
Real-life adventure. When 65-year-old Scottish climber Rick Allen went missing on a solo Himalayan expedition, search teams had given up hope. But against all odds, a drone spotted him sheltering in a remote cave, leading to a miraculous rescue. This same technology is now helping archaeologists discover hidden structures and ancient pathways in mountain regions that were impossible to explore before.
Archaeological applications. These aerial investigations are revealing ancient trade routes, forgotten monasteries, and sacred sites that have been hidden for centuries. We're literally seeing the ancient world from a bird's-eye view for the first time in human history. You can't explore mountain mysteries without mentioning the ultimate peak, Mount Everest, standing at 29,032 feet above sea level.
Modern revelation. When Chinese mountaineers and photographers flew a drone over Everest's summit on May 27, 2022, they captured something extraordinary. Rare aerial footage that revealed the true majesty of this iconic mountain that has challenged human ambition for centuries.
Historical connection. But here's what many don't realize. Everest wasn't just a modern conquest. For thousands of years, the local Sherpa people have considered this mountain sacred, calling it Chomolungma, meaning Goddess Mother of the World. They developed climbing techniques and survival skills that modern mountaineers still rely on today. Standing 28,251 feet tall, K2 is Earth's second highest mountain. But photographer David Klotz discovered something incredible with his drone that no human had ever seen before.
Secret revelation. Hidden near a glacier by K2, David found a secret glacier pool about 65 feet wide, surrounded by pristine ice formations. This wasn't just a pretty picture. It was geological evidence of ancient climate patterns that helps us understand how these mountains formed millions of years ago.
Scientific significance. This discovery wouldn't have been possible without modern drone technology, proving that we're still uncovering secrets from Earth's most remote and sacred places.
Our thumbnail today shows something remarkable. A drone capturing a man sheltering in a small cave high up a mountain in Kerala, India. But this rescue led to something even more significant.
The Malampuzha cave area, where this hiker was found, is actually part of an ancient network of mountain caves that served as meditation retreats for Hindu and Buddhist monks over 2,000 years ago. These natural caves were modified by ancient architects to create perfect acoustic chambers for chanting and prayer.
Recent archaeological surveys have revealed carved inscriptions, ancient meditation platforms, and sophisticated water collection systems that show how these mountain caves supported spiritual communities for centuries.
In the remote northern Urals of Russia stands one of Earth's most mysterious rock formations, the Seven Strong Men, rising 138 feet high in a perfectly flat landscape.
These pillars formed 200 million years ago through mountain erosion, but they look exactly like the ruins of a lost civilization.
The local indigenous Mansi people have considered these formations sacred for thousands of years, believing they're the remains of 7 giants turned to stone by the gods.
Modern visitors report profound spiritual experiences here, a sense of calm and reluctance to leave that echoes the ancient reverence these formations have inspired. However, the increasing flow of tourists has created tension with local communities who see climbing on these sacred stones as disrespectful to their ancestral beliefs.
Deep in northwestern China lies one of archaeology's greatest treasures, the Maijishan cave complex, containing 194 caves carved into the sacred Meiji Hill.
This masterpiece houses over 7,200 Buddhist sculptures and approximately 10,764 square feet of ancient murals.
When Chinese archaeologists from Beijing first thoroughly explored these caves in 1952, they developed a numbering system that researchers still use today.
These caves represent a crucial link in the ancient Silk Road network that connected China with Central Asia. Before Buddhism arrived, these mountain caves served as local shrines, honoring ancestors and worshipping nature deities, showing how spiritual traditions evolved and merged along these ancient trade routes.
In 2014, these sites joined the UNESCO World Heritage List as part of the Silk Roads network, recognizing their incredible importance in connecting East and West through art, religion, and culture.
Travel with me now to southern Sweden, where we encounter Arles Stenar, known as the Swedish Stonehenge. This mysterious monument consists of 59 granite blocks, each weighing around 11,000 pounds, arranged in the perfect shape of a ship measuring 220 feet long. Built approximately 1,000 years ago, its true purpose remains one of archaeology's greatest mysteries. According to Norse legend, it might mark the burial site of a mythical king, and carbon dating suggests human remains dating back 5,500 years could be buried beneath these ancient stones. Some experts believe this monument was used to track lunar cycles and mark the summer solstice, making it an ancient astronomical observatory disguised as a stone ship. The truth is, nobody knows for sure, which makes it even more fascinating for us time detectives.
At first glance, you wouldn't believe it, but hundreds of houses are crammed onto tiny Migingo Island in Lake Victoria between Uganda and Kenya. This rocky island covers barely 43,000 square feet, about the size of a football field. Yet it's home to more than 500 people. Most houses are built from metal sheets, and life there remains challenging with many residents living in poverty. What makes this relevant to our archaeological journey is that this represents a modern continuation of ancient patterns. For thousands of years, people have chosen to live in seemingly impossible places when those locations provided crucial resources. In this case, access to rich fishing grounds that have been supporting communities since ancient times.
Fellow explorers, nothing compares to Katskhi Pillar, the highest and most solitary monastery on earth. Perched atop a massive 131-foot-tall limestone pillar, it stands about 124 miles west of Tbilisi, Georgia's capital. Today, monks who live there must climb a metal ladder bolted to the rock face every day to reach the church, a risky ascent they perform daily to offer prayers. But here's what makes this even more remarkable. Katskhi Pillar isn't a tourist destination. It's a place reserved for meditation and absolute devotion. The first monks settled on this pillar in the 9th and 10th centuries, living in complete isolation and dedicating their entire lives to prayer. Throughout its entire history, only men from a specific religious order have been allowed to climb it. Women have never been permitted access, maintaining traditions that have remained unchanged for over 1,000 years. Today's monks climb up only to pray inside the ancient church, but they actually live in monastery buildings constructed at the base of the pillar, showing how ancient traditions adapt to modern safety concerns while preserving their spiritual essence.
Fellow time travelers, we've just completed an incredible journey to some of Earth's most sacred and mysterious heights. From the suspended monasteries of Greece to the cloud-piercing temples of China, from Sweden's ancient stone ship to Georgia's sky-reaching pillar, we've witnessed how human devotion and engineering genius have created wonders that continue to amaze us today. What do you think drove these ancient architects to attempt such seemingly impossible constructions? How did spiritual devotion push human engineering capabilities beyond what should have been possible with their technology? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these mountain mysteries amazed you the most? Have you visited any of these incredible sites, or do you know of other sacred heights that deserve exploration? In our next episode, we'll be descending into the underground world of ancient civilizations, exploring buried cities and hidden chambers that reveal secrets of lost empires. From the catacombs of Rome to the underground cities of Cappadocia, we'll uncover mysteries that lie beneath our feet. Don't forget to subscribe to S Historia for more archaeological adventures that bring the past to life. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. And remember, every ancient mystery we explore together brings us closer to understanding the incredible achievements of our ancestors. Until next time, keep exploring, keep